Life is not always a path covered with flowers. Sometimes thorns appear beneath our feet. Sometimes storms rise suddenly, and sometimes darkness surrounds us so completely that we cannot even see the road ahead. But those difficult moments are not meant to make us give up. The greatest enemy of a person is often not failure, poverty, difficulty, or even opposition from others. It is discouragement. Discouragement slowly weakens our confidence. It makes us doubt our abilities. It tells us, "You cannot do it." And when we start believing those words, we stop moving toward our dreams. That is why, whenever difficulties come into our lives, instead of saying, "I cannot do this," we must learn to say, "I will overcome this too." For this, the story of the Pandavas in the Mahabharata gives us a powerful lesson. Think about the lives of Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Satyava, and Draupadi. They were born into a royal family. They were destined to live as powerful rulers. Yet their lives were filled with extraordinary challenges. Yudhishthira, who was meant to rule an empire, faced the terrible consequences of the gambling game. He lost his kingdom. He lost his wealth. He was forced to place even his brothers and himself at stake, and finally Draupadi was dragged into that terrible humiliation. Can we easily imagine such a situation? They lost their kingdom. They lost the comfort of the palace. They experienced years of exile. They faced humiliation, danger, uncertainty, and countless hardships. Yet they did not completely abandon their values. They continued to hold on to their duty and righteousness. Their suffering did not last forever. The time eventually changed. And in the end, Dharma triumphed over Adharma. This is not merely a story from the Mahabharata. It is a lesson for every one of us. Our own lives will also have difficulties. There may be financial losses. There may be failures. There may be disappointments. People we trust may sometimes hurt us. We may work extremely hard and still not see immediate results. But we must remember one important truth. Not every difficulty comes to destroy us. Some difficulties come to correct us. Some pains come to make us stronger. Some failures come to prepare us for a greater success. Think about a student preparing for an examination. If the student becomes frightened by the difficulty of the lessons and throws away the books, success will never come. But if the student accepts the challenge, studies patiently, learns from mistakes, and continues until the examination is completed, the same difficulty becomes a stepping stone towards success. Life is exactly the same. When a difficult situation arrives, tell yourself, "This situation is not the end of my story. It may be the beginning of a new chapter." Throughout history, this land has produced countless great people who faced enormous challenges and still remained courageous. Their lives were not free from storms. The difference was that they did not lose sight of their destination when the storm arrived. Our life is like a small boat sailing across a vast ocean. Sometimes the ocean is calm. The sky is clear. The journey feels easy. But suddenly, a storm can appear. Huge waves begin to shake the boat. The wind becomes stronger. The sky becomes dark. For a moment, we may not even know which direction to take. That is when courage becomes most important. A wise sailor does not abandon the boat simply because a storm has arrived. Instead, the sailor looks for direction. In the same way, when the storms of life surround us, we should look toward the great and courageous people who can guide us. Let their lives become our guiding stars. Choose the company of people who inspire courage, honesty, discipline, wisdom, and goodness. Because the people we admire, the people we listen to, and the people we spend time with can deeply influence the person we become. So ask yourself, do I want to live surrounded by the meaningless applause of a crowd that has no direction? Or do I want to learn and grow in the company of a few courageous, honest, and noble people? That is one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves in life. When the storm comes, do not turn your boat around. When darkness comes, do not put out your light. When failure comes, do not stop trying. When discouragement comes, do not forget your destination. Because the difficulty that is testing you today may become the first chapter of your success story tomorrow. So remove discouragement from your heart. Build courage. Choose good company. Learn from great people. Hold firmly to your goal. And continue moving forward. Remember, no matter how powerful the storm may be, a boat that knows its destination can eventually reach the shore. Life is the same. Walk with courage. Live with integrity. Hold on to your values. Keep moving toward your goal. And one day, the success you were searching for may come looking for you. Never allow temporary difficulties to decide the final story of your life. Your journey is still continuing. Your destination is still ahead. Keep moving. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Your best chapter may still be waiting to be written.